Morning chillins, painters and decorators of the interweb. It's Phil Beckwith, your professional painter and decorator. Oh, I think, are we the #1 painting and decorating channel on the interweb for YouTube at the moment? Just under 2,000 subscribers. I don't think we're #1, but probably the most informative channel that you could possibly get for all things painting and decorating, and things a bit different. And like today, things are a bit different today. What are we doing? We're outside. I've got Brian with me. Brian's our apprentice, been with us since 1966. Say hello, Brian.
Morning all.
Morning all. So Brian's with us today. We've got a very nice garden summer house. Customer says just want it recoating up, a couple of coats. Told us what the paint is. This is Cuprinol and it's from the Garden Shades range. Now, as far as I'm aware, this is a retail paint. This isn't a trade paint. So I'm going to give you our honest opinion of what this paint is actually like for doing the job that we're doing. Now, summer house, whatever you want to call it, 25 years old. It's not in a bad condition. We've gone round, just sanded it and scraped it. Any bits of rot, I've used some. Oh, let's show you what we've used. Any bits of rot, I've used the Timber Build. And if you know what Timber Build is, brilliant stuff. It's a 2-pack, comes in a tube like that. Pump it out of the gun, self-mix it together, and it's like a 2-pack filler, but even better than a 2-pack filler. Now I've gone around the areas that need it, just little bits on the corner down there. What you do is you chop it out, put some wood hardener in it. Normally chop it out to a tight edge, but because this is such a bad bit of wood, all I've done is just put some wood hardener in it and then filled it, and then I've just left it at that. Probably be dry tomorrow so we can coat up a couple of coats. But where we are with this lovely summer house, we've scraped it down, bit of a sand, dusted off. Brian's already coated this side up 1 coat, top to bottom, probably about 25-30 minutes ago, and it's drying off already. Covers quite well, it's drying off already. I've been just going around all these edges, getting the edges done. It's probably been done by the gardener last time because there's a bit of paint all on the inside. I've gone around the edges, cleaned them all out, coated them up. I've done the flats, and what I'm going to do now is just go, unless Brian gets there before me, I'm just going to go over all these flats. So that's where we are with it. Now, I'm going to ask Brian, because Brian is a spade's a spade and a fork's a fork. Brian, what do you think of this retail paint?
Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
Best I've used in this type of work.
Why do you say that?
It just goes on easy, colour's lovely, you name it, that's it.
So, it's saying something if Brian can actually praise a product, because if there's a product that's rubbish, Brian tells us it's rubbish and we don't use it again. So this Cuprinol Shades, it goes on nice. Now I'd say it goes on quite thin, it's a bit like water. If anything, it could just do with a little bit more body to it. If you think of saddling Super Deck, that's got a bit more thickness to it, but this goes on quite thin. But as you can see, it's drying out lovely. It's actually drying out quite well on any bits of the edges, which just might be back down to the bare wood. So we've got a recommendation from Brian and Phil Beckwith, the professional painters and decorators. You've got your advanced craft as well, haven't you, Brian?
I have, yeah.
Brian's got his advanced craft painting and decorating a few years ago. So we know what we're talking about. This stuff is brilliant. If you've got an outside shed, summer house to be painting in a solid colour this weekend, if the sun's out a bit better than it is for us now, consider this, the Cuprinol. I know they do it in different colours, but this might be something you want to be trying. I won't knock it until I've tried it, and we're trying it and we're not knocking it, if that makes sense. So we've got a thumbs up from me, we've got a thumbs up from Brian, and we're going to say we're going to carry on with this. We'll probably leave it till this afternoon, let the well, hopefully the sun's coming out. We're going to get the sun out on it and give it a second coat, and that'll body it up lovely. But for now, this lovely summer house has had a new lease of life and looking a lot better. And hopefully if we can get another 6 years out of this, because it does say 6 years protection. I'll zoom in on that. That's what it says on the side of the tin. 6 years protection, dead easy. And the beauty is it's water based. So when we come to wash brushes out, just a bit of warm water, bit of fairy liquid, job's a good one. And this job is a good one. So over and out. Some comments, have you used this? Smash that bell, give us a like, that's all I want. And if you want to see about, if I go over this shoulder, there's a link there to where I've used a wood stain doing an outside expensive hobbit house. That's my own, that's in my own garden. Different process, different product, but if you want to see another product being used, that corner there. Over and out, see you on the next one. Thanks very much.